Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm so excited. I just have not filmed in so long and I'm really excited to be filming today, and I have new content for you guys and I'm literally bursting with excitement. It has been a really busy year. If you have been following me on Instagram, then you know that I've been traveling my butt off. I've been to 4 continents this year, and well, it's 2017, last year. So this year, hopefully I'll have some more stuff coming up. But on to filming, on to being present on YouTube and making more videos for you guys. Today we're going to talk about the pros and the cons of becoming a travel nurse. Even last year when I started these videos, I had no idea some of the things that travel nurses could encounter. So I want to inform you guys and kind of keep you updated so that you can make an informed decision. If you're deciding right now if you want to become a travel nurse, maybe you're a new grad nurse and you want to become a travel nurse at some point and you've thought about it, but you don't necessarily know the downsides because it all sounds like glitz and glamour, but I promise you it's not all glitz and glamour. There's a lot that goes into it that you may not even think of. So today we'll go over those things and then you can make an informed decision. Linked below is a site that I used to get some of my information as far as some pros and cons that maybe I couldn't think of on my own. Let's get started. One huge pro of becoming a travel nurse is that you get to see the country. You get to travel all over the US. You can even go to US Virgin Islands, go to Hawaii, and work as a nurse. You get to see so many things that you may not have been able to do if you stayed in your small hometown or never left your state. And it's just one of the things about travel nursing that really appeals to most people. It's like going on vacation and getting paid to work while you're there. You can't compare travel nursing to any other nursing job because that is the biggest pro. On that same tone, a big con of being a travel nurse is that it gets kind of lonely. Yeah, you get to see Florida, you get to see California, but you're kind of seeing it by yourself. And if you are not a person who does well kind of alone, then maybe you should consider traveling with one of your friends who's also a nurse, or traveling with someone that you've met along the way, and then you can experience those things with someone else, because a huge con is loneliness. I have to admit, I feel lonely a lot of the time. It's like one of those things where you just can't help it. I'm a happy person and I think that I'm really good at making friends and meeting people, but I do feel lonely, and it's because your family's not here. Your support system is not necessarily with you, and it's difficult sometimes. So you need to just realize that although you are going to be able to see the whole country and you're going to be able to experience everything, sometimes it's going to be by yourself, without your family, without your friends. Maybe you should consider traveling with someone else, or maybe you should consider traveling with your husband or somebody to be your support system as you're seeing the country. And honestly, it is fun to be able to experience things with other people. So if you're going to be doing it alone, just remember this and consider it. If you're going to be traveling with a husband or a friend, then you've already got this part taken care of and you don't have to worry about it. Another pro is how much money you make as a travel nurse. Most people go into travel to see the country, but some people go into travel to make money and to save money. Because of the untaxed housing stipend and living stipend, you end up making a lot more than nurses in other areas of the country. So if you're looking to save, if you're looking to just make more money and see the country, that is a big pro. When I was a nurse in Philly, I was making $27 an hour. And literally when I left to become a travel nurse, my first travel assignment paid double that amount. And I was just like, what? Like, this is crazy. I know a lot of staff nurses who don't actually know that the travel nurses at their facility make more than they do. It's not something you necessarily talk about, but other travel nurses kind of know, and so you'll be kind of in the know as far as that goes, but you will be making more money than you might be making if you were to stay staff. So consider that if you're thinking of becoming a travel nurse. Maybe you'll be able to save for that new car, new house, for that vacation you've always wanted. It's awesome. So that leads me to the con. You need to have a decent savings when you're going into travel nursing. And here's the reason why. A huge con of travel nursing is that your assignment can be canceled at any time and you won't get any compensation from your company or from the hospital. You need to be aware that this is a possibility. Make sure you read your contract really well and see if you can be canceled at any time. If that is a possibility, you need to make sure to have a savings just in case that is to happen. From my own experience, I have been canceled from an assignment once, and it actually happened not too long ago. And thank God I had some savings because it took about a month for me to get started at a new facility. And in that month, your bills don't stop. They still keep rolling in, but you are not making any money. When you don't work, you don't get paid. You don't get vacation time. You don't get sick time necessarily. A lot of companies are now offering it, but you don't necessarily get sick time. And your assignment can be canceled at any moment, and then you won't have a steady flow of income. So make sure you have a savings. Prepare yourself for that, because I know so many travel nurses that have posted on the travel nurse Facebook site saying that they've been canceled, they don't know what to do, they don't have any money, they've already paid for housing, now they can't make that money back. And it's like, guys, you need to have a backup plan, and that needs to be your savings. Another huge pro of becoming a travel nurse is that you gain experience in so many different hospital systems and different settings that you are probably going to be the most versatile and the most capable nurse on the unit at times. I've had experiences where nurses that have been at their hospital for 4 years and they know everything. Maybe they're in charge. They know everything about that hospital. They decide to become a travel nurse and then go to a different facility, and you literally start from scratch. You don't know anything because everything is done differently in different hospital systems. For me personally, when I was working as a staff nurse in Philadelphia, I thought I knew everything. It's like you couldn't teach me anything because I had been at that hospital for so long, first as a CNA and then as an RN, that I was like, oh, I got this travel thing down pat. You teach me? Oh, no, I know everything, thanks. Then, of course, I traveled and literally could not figure out what was going on at certain facilities, where anything was, how to handle certain situations, what the policies and procedures were. And being a travel nurse teaches you all the differences that different hospital systems have, and it makes you a very versatile and very marketable nurse. Staff nurses may be coming to you and asking you how to do things because you have worked in so many places and you know how to do things no matter what setting you're in. And that is just a great trait to have, and it makes you very marketable and very versatile in any situation. A huge con of being a travel nurse is that you almost immediately get judged on your skill level and your competency after a mere 3 days of orientation on the floor and on the unit. Units are very quick to say, oh, she's a good traveler, or he's a bad traveler, he doesn't get it. And what they mean is that you have traveled to their unit or their hospital and you don't really know the way, and it's really not your fault, to be honest. Sometimes it takes more than 3 shifts to pick it up. And it's okay, but I recommend that you learn very quickly because you do not want your assignment to get canceled. Even if you have the skills and the ability, sometimes it's just really hard to figure out where everything is, figure out who your resources are, and you don't really get a chance to learn that before you hit the ground running. So it's very important that you have the skills. You can really do things on your own and not need very much help. That is all for today, guys. I am so happy I got to make this video. I am going to make more videos. I know I said that like 1,000 times, but I promise I'm going to be making more videos. I am really, really happy to be in the US. I don't actually plan on taking any trips until summer, so it'll be a little bit of time, and I'm really glad. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video if you want to see more videos, follow me on Instagram, and yeah, thanks.
Where you going, where you trying to go?